Wait a minute. That's my big board. I ain't even using that no more.
What do you mean, wait a minute.
No. You good. I just got to get on the right script. Like they can hear us, so don't get canceled. But I just got to get on the. There we go. All right. What's that?
You got
good.
You got a damn setup going now. Look at the background Voch is working with. Woo!
It's a thing that we're slowly trying to put together, Brother Jeff, and all that. You know what I mean? Something's gonna go here. You know what I mean? But you know, Jules eating the big Kahuna burger. You know what I'm saying? Yu Hakusho, Goku and Shenron, Mario Kart, Scoutkast. Outcast. You know what I mean?
That's hot.
If you go out a little farther, you see Prince right next to him. You know what I'm saying? But you know, just whatever. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Just,
You're gonna make me get more stuff.
Oh please, Jeff, because then you'll be a YouTuber, then you'll be Hollywood like me. But until then, though, we have a holiday edition of Scoutkast. You know, sometimes Brother Jeff, you know what I'm saying, hit me up and be like, hey man, you want to talk to the people? Because Jeff is a man of the people and all that good stuff. And I was about to go, man, F them people, it's holiday. I ain't working on the holidays. But Jeff was like, come on, man. So we here doing a holiday version of Scoutkast where we're basically parlaying with our people. So chat box is wide open. I got my phone lines lit. Let me say this. I'm going to copy and paste it in my chat box here. The number is 515-606-5187. I might even run over to Jeff's chat box and drop it over there. All right.
I dare you.
I don't like getting dared. See, I will jump off a bridge if everybody's doing it. But
this is live coverage of me tying my hair up because I'm a man.
But we gonna do that, you know what I'm saying? We gonna boogie. But Jeff, I have some like quasi preliminary stuff I'm gonna hit you with before we go into the phones and the chat box, sir, if you don't mind.
Oh, I guess. Yeah, if you're in the chat and you're hanging out, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't really have shit I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to put something out. And so I was like, hey, Voch, what are you doing? And he was like, what are you trying to do? Mm-hmm. I was like, just go in the studio. Mm-hmm. And so here we are. Mm-hmm. So you got to text in. Like, we're looking for the super chats, the questions, the comments, the parties. Shout out to Avery Johnson. He was at my birthday party, the old Mavericks coach.
What?
He came through to eat the crawfish.
How'd that work? How'd that happen? Like did you know it was coming?
He does basketball stuff for CBS Sports HQ, and he heard Amanda talking about crawfish boil in Dallas, and he was like, I live in Dallas. Where's the crawfish?
He talks just like that, 100%.
I can't do an Avery voice. I had to hear him, but
it was incredible. Jeff is way more Hollywood than me, but he good people. Y'all don't know this, but I actually saw Jeff in person a couple days ago. So I guess that means that we're friends in real life and shit. So shouts out to Jeff. He's okay. He's all right with me. I just dropped the phone number and the promo code 30910. I just dropped the phone number and the promo code in Jeff's chat box. So if anybody wants to holler at us, you can do so. Jeff, I got a question.
Don't call in unless you have something good to say. Hold on. I want to shout out a random Scoutcast viewer who I met the other day, Voch. Okay. His name is Rodney Brown. He is the all-time discus throwing record holder at LSU.
What?
So I met him through through my buddy David.
Okay.
David's last name is Collins. His older brother is Lyle.
What?
And so David was coming to the crawfish boil. This is the Hollywood stuff.
Okay. You better than me.
And David was like, hey, I got a couple buddies in town. Do you mind if I bring them? I'm like, no, whatever. And so one of the dudes, he's like, hey, I'm Rod. And I was like, hey, what's up, man? And then later on after drinking, I sat down over there. He's like, hey, I got to be honest with you. Like, I watch Scoutcast. I love Scoutcast. And I was like, it's always weird when I meet people in real life. Yeah. That are like, hey, I watch Scoutcast. So shout out to Rodney, who maybe I'll see later today and drink beer.
Shouts out to y'all, man. That's also weird for me. It's probably more weird for me than it is you, because I still feel like I'm nobody.
Everyone is nobody, Voch.
I was actually in Dallas the other day, and two people recognized me, and I'm just not used to being recognized in that way. And they was like, "Where's Jeff?" And I thought that was funny because I guess they assumed that we just always like hip to hip or whatever. Like I don't know, like Jeff's at work or something. I don't know. But shouts out to whoever y'all were. I didn't get y'all's name, and shouts out to Rodney too for watching this little thing that we put together called Scoutkast. So appreciate y'all.
Hey, Voch.
What's up?
Once again, you have a plan, but what's even better than a plan is super chats. So what's up, human? Who had the best draft and the worst draft? That's cheating. I'd have to pull it all up.
I'll tell you.
I'd say off the top of my head, I thought the Eagles had a good draft. I thought the Browns had a good draft. I had thought the
Lions had the best draft. The Seahawks had the worst one.
The Seahawks always have the worst draft. Like they always have 2 picks and they use the first one on a running back or something.
Yep, and this time they used it on some nonsense. But they got Sewell, they got McNeil, they got Levi.
Bears had a good draft.
Bears got Fields.
Bears got Fields and Tevin Jenkins in their first 2 picks.
Sure.
What did I just do? Chargers had a good draft.
What is that shit? That shit you playing? Come on, man.
No, I clicked on something in a browser and it's the way I got my shit set up.
Well, cut that shit out, player.
I did. I just did. And then Bahama Boys said we need a starter. We need a starter projection on the defensive side of the ball.
We don't know.
Well, that's easy. That's easy because you play nickel. So Tank, Gregory, Osa or Gallimore.
Do we really know that though, Jeff? Because I think we're in a very, very strange situation to where there has been fast coach turnover. We have rooms that are incredibly full and nobody's super elite. You see what I'm saying? Hold on, my cat's tearing some shit up. I'm gonna kick that. Yeah,
that's cool. So you instead of letting Voch fight me, I'm just gonna tell you, Bahama Boys. I'm gonna go Brent Urban at the 1. I'm gonna go Neville Gallimore at the 3 tech, but Osa's gonna take that job. Tank and Gregory at your defensive ends. Your 2 starting linebackers are gonna be Micah Parsons and Leighton Vander Esch. Your safeties are going to be KZ and Wilson. Your corners, I'm going to throw a wild card in here, and you're going to hate this spot. Your corners are going to be Anthony Brown, Trevon Diggs, and Jordan Lewis. That's going to be the first defense that steps on the field.
What the fuck, Jeff? Okay. So
I'm just telling you.
This is why this is a good question, though, Jeff, because like I just said, like nobody's leading anything. So this is my question for you, though, brother Jeff. I got a couple questions just off of that right there. That's how this works. So, who were your 3 tech and your 1 tech again? Who are those? Brent Urban and who?
I'll say Urban. Brent Urban starts the 1, and I'll say Gallimore at the 3. But I think Osa's going to take that job pretty quick.
So Tristan Hill doesn't exist in your world, Jeff, at all?
Tristan Hill exists. He'll watch Gallimore. He'll watch Osa. He'll watch all sorts of people play. Yeah.
So you don't have a concept of like bridge players for you at all? Like there's no such thing as guys that's gonna. I don't like that, Jeff, because I think Tristan's better than Neville.
I don't. Look, I'm going to tell you a secret about Tristan Hill.
Okay. Oh, shit. Hollywood shit.
I'll tell you a secret about Tristan Hill, okay?
Jeff knows something?
Kind of sucks. The first year, what? He doesn't look like he belongs to the NFL. The second year, what? He can't even stay healthy. And now Rod Marinelli's gone. You think Tristan Hill is going to play? Tristan Hill.
But that just means he doesn't have a sponsor, though, Jeff. That doesn't mean that he sucks. He just doesn't have anyone there to keep him there. You know what I mean? That's different.
I guess. Jesse doesn't even know whose channel he's watching on. That's messed up. He just wanted to say that Voch is the GOAT.
Actually, that's a lie because Jesse dropped a deuce on mine and said Jeff is the GOAT. So I guess we have to share that GOATism and all that. Also, Trucker's Life 78. Interesting. So Jeff, watch this. Trucker's Life hit me on Twitter and asked me to look over his YouTube page. I do a lot of things for the damn community. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll look at your YouTube page. His channel thing is he makes gourmet food out of his truck. And he shows people how to do it. And he'll even go in a parking lot and feed people gourmet food out of his truck. I think that's an incredible idea. I told him to work on his thumbnails and his camera. So y'all go check out Truckers Space Life 78. There's no space between the Life and the 78. He's on my chat box right now. Go check him out because I think he has a very interesting channel. Then GDO22 dropped a dime and says, how much better do you think the run D will be? It was 31st last year. I don't know how the hell Houston got 32nd, but appreciate
Houston doesn't have any good players. And you see how many new players Houston has? Like they signed 30 bad free agents. Houston sucks.
Exactly. I don't even know who the hell they signed. So I mean, I guess
Houston traded for a backup quarterback and then cut him without even playing football. They traded a draft pick for a backup quarterback and then they cut him because they signed Jeff Driscoll. Like what? But
that good old Davis Mills is about to kick in though, Jeff. You know, also too, I was watching Semi, right? Because I just, grind film once we like get guys or whatever. Semi, pardon me, is see me because some Islander people tell me that they were saying see me wrong. It's see me. Simi would have been incredible if Davis Mills wasn't as trash as he is. So I just want to put that out there. The text is gonna be terrible next year. And D-Town Text G dropped a dime and says, I just want to say you and Jeff are wrong. Jalen Smith will be used a lot this season, especially on rundowns. I know you two and every other Cowboy fans wants to kick him off of a bridge.
No, I don't want to kick Jalen off of anything.
Me neither.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing about Jalen. Because you know what? I made a little video this morning, which is not going to do any numbers because I was talking about the Mavericks and everybody comes to my channel for Cowboy shit. But like, it's the thing that drives me the most nuts in the world is that so many people think that the way to do sports media is just to have like hot takes and shit. Like, yes. I don't say anything about Jalen that's like a hot take or like something that I don't believe. Like, that's for the rest of the world that sucks at this job. But if you want to stop the run, you know who's better than Jalen? Parsons.
Michael Parsons.
If you want to stop somebody from throwing the ball, do you know who is better than Jalen? Keanu Neal, Jabril Cox,
Michael Parsons,
Leighton Vander Esch.
Michael Parsons.
And if you want that linebacker to rush the quarterback, do you know who's better than Jalen?
Michael Parsons.
Michael Parsons. So, like, yeah, maybe he's going to stick around. He's going to be here long term. I don't know. Maybe he will be. And Vander Esch will probably be gone after this year because they didn't pick up the fifth-year option. But as the season goes along, they're going to know that Jalen is not our best option for literally anything. So there will be a time when Keanu Neal will be out there with Micah Parsons. There will be a time when Leighton Vander Esch is out there with Keanu Neal or Jabril Cox. Just like, shout out to Jalen, because the one thing you can say about Jalen is even though he came into the league and we're like, oh my God, that knee, he's so hurt. He's so hurt. He doesn't get hurt in the NFL. He plays. He plays every effing snap. So salute to him. But there are just better people at every part of the job on the roster.
And just to add some additional nuance to it, I don't want to push Jalen off a bridge because I think that once we get to this point, we're not managing salary cap anymore. Like, the guys that's on the team are just like, they're here. They're just the guys that's here. So in terms of Jalen, he may not be good enough to start, but don't paint me as a Cowboy fan to where I think that Jalen Smith is like horrible, because I've seen like Philly linebackers over the last couple years or whatever. And what happens throughout a season, and we just add another game, so we have a 17-game season, as guys get hurt, and there are 3 linebacker spots. You know what I mean? So if you got Michael Parsons, who's a guy that can play everywhere, Vander Esch is a dude that gets hurt. Keanu Neal was hurt last year, could happen again to him. And the one thing that you would rather have Jalen Smith than Luke Gifford coming off the bench. So, you know, you can make it like a healthy rotation to make it look like Jalen Smith ain't coming off the bench or whatever, but I'm not a guy that want to push him off a bridge because I think you need every single body that you can fit on your team.
And there's one other thing about the NFL, like looking at the Cowboys defense going into this year, the good news is that like you've got some really nice battles at a bunch of different spots, right? And linebackers should be one of them. Sure. But what you can't ignore is I like that they have a new coaching staff where there's no old loyalties, but there are still loyalties. Dan Quinn did not bring Keanu Neal here to watch other people play football all day.
Sure.
He didn't.
Sure.
He loves that dude. Keanu Neal's playing football.
Yep.
Like that's the way it goes.
So basically, Luke Gifford, holla at you. What's my guy with the long hair from Utah? I forgot his name.
Bernard.
But Francis, holla at you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if the third string guys are guys that got sponsors, good luck to you, player. Ryan Harridge, appreciate you. Dropped the 15 in the super chat. Says, still, I don't like the O-line depth. Doski Woski. I don't think the O-line depth is bad. It's just that last year we saw this terror threat level orange type of O-line situation where 4 tackles got hurt and we were forced to play Terrence Steele. I don't think we're going to be forced to play Terrence Steele this year because if you can live with Brandon Knight and your other 4 starters. You can't live with a backup left tackle, a 4th backup right tackle, a backup right guard. Joe Looney started. He's technically a backup considering who he is to you know, Tyler, whatever. So, when you have all those guys as backups, you're definitely not going to be able to live. But, you know, you
recency bias is a thing in sports. So we watch the line get destroyed and suddenly they don't have depth. Like they have a really good starting 5. And in theory, if somebody gets hurt, the guy who plays is Connor McGovern.
Yeah.
Or Ty Nseki, who started a bunch of games, or Josh Ball. I don't know. We'll see.
You don't like
comment.
You don't like Josh Ball.
Yeah, no comment.
Like
But like they have depth. You're talking about like Terrence Steele and Brandon Knight and guys like that. Those should be O-line number 8 and 9 and 10 or whatever on your roster. Like that's fine. And Nate just want to make a down payment to the next crawfish boil, which I appreciate. That'll put some andouille sausage in it, and that's important.
Hey.
Game by game predictions. That's gonna take time.
Y'all know how I feel. We going undefeated till we ain't. Jeff, I got some phone calls. You want to hear them?
Not if they suck.
Okay, so listen, everybody on the phone, I just want to say this. This isn't a Voch Lombardi phone conversation. I let y'all come in and talk and converse.
Oh, you're
and
just trying to
talk.
fill time. That's what you're doing.
I just let them talk. But we have a guest now. So get in, get your question. Don't elaborate. Don't make a fifth point. Get in and get out. I love y'all to death.
Talk your shit. Oh, and let me tell you what we try to tell people on radio, but nobody ever listens.
What's that?
We're doing fine.
We're doing great.
Like everybody calls in and they're like, and it's like, hey, you're on, and they're like, hey, how are you doing? And like, we're fine. Just go to what you got. Okay?
Actually, brother Jeff, we have this thing on my show called Clock Game, right? To where I legitimately give you a smooth 30 seconds to get your point out, and whenever the clock go tick, you got to go. So we're playing Clock Game, y'all. 30 seconds. Let's boogie. 9:03. We got Jess up first. I know how Jess get down. Jess, you got 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Yes, what's up with all these rumors, Jeff and Voch, about all these different people? We supposed to be cutting this person, that person, getting this person, that person. I don't believe it personally, but I get so sick and tired of people telling me I don't know football and I'm dumb because I tell them that's a lie.
Right.
Who's supposed to be getting cut?
They were talking about Jalen and LV, which I already said that's a lie. And
Jess, we love you, but
I'm being cut. And then we supposed to be getting some guy from the Ravens team.
Jess,
we love you, but thank you, sweet.
Later.
But that's the thing. That's the thing. This is what I talk about in this. It's what I talk about with sports media. Bitch. It's like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? Well, today they're gonna cut Jalen Smith. Bitch. And tomorrow they're gonna cut Leighton Vander Esch. Everybody's job is on the line. Because people just want to have these big ass opinions.
Right.
Like, no, they're not gonna cut people.
Yeah.
Could you float the idea that, hey, if they love these guys and they don't think Jalen could play, that he could be a June 1st cut and you could save money against the cap if you need it? Like, you can float that idea. But Jalen, again, the thing that he does have, motherfucker plays every game, every snap.
Yep.
He's there. He's available.
Yep.
There's no reason to cut him unless you're gaining something out of it. So the idea that everybody's getting cut all the time is just stupid because people need something to talk about.
Yep. They need clicks. We have we got two more callers. We got 214, as it says Grand Prairie, Texas, but they're not in my system, so I don't know these people. But y'all got a smooth 30 seconds on Clock Game with Scoutkast. What's happening? Who this?
Hey, what's up? This is Charlie. I'm in Abilene.
Charlie, what's good with you? What you got for the show?
Abilene Christian, stand up.
All right now.
Hey, we're chilling. I'm in the military here, but I've been watching y'all for a minute. Y'all are cold with it, but I think it'd be stupid for us to cut Jalen. Honestly, I'd rather get rid of Vander Esch just based off of his injury history, but I think Jalen's also a leader on this team, to be honest, so I just think it would be stupid if we got what a one. I'd rather get rid of Vander Esch, 100%. That's my question. I'll let y'all get to it.
I feel you, Charlie. Appreciate it.
I love y'all shit, by the way.
Appreciate it, Charlie. I just put you down in the system so I know it's you next time, sir. Good call.
Yes,
I tell you what though, Jeff, like the whole thing about Jalen and Vander Esch, like
keep them all.
We've seen them dudes be good before. Also, if y'all want to call into the show, the number is 515-606-5187. Access code 309-104 is pinned at the top of my chat. It's in Jeff's somewhere. I might go put it down there or whatever. We would love to hear from you. You need as many people as you can get, man. And we've saw those dudes be good before. So if we get this new D line and Jalen and Vander Esch are 2018 Jalen and Vander Esch again, why would you let those dudes go? You know, you just got to work what you got and just roll your punches, man. There's no, there's no need to cut people unless they suck. They may not be the ideal starters for you, but they don't suck, fam.
Justin likes me. I don't think he likes you because he said, Jeff, love you, bro. Keep doing you. Let's go Cowboys. So I appreciate Justin being in the super chat. I just wanted you to know that.
We love you,
keep
Justin.
all your players, especially players who have ever played well before. And then they're not like Jalen and Vander Esch, like they're not too old to where it's like, oh, they've lost the ability to play good football. Yeah. They've played good football on tape. There's no reason not to have them on the roster. And if somebody's better than them, then they get to watch football, but they're still on the roster. You don't get rid of people just for fun. Like
when we're talking about cutting people, like we mentioned names like Francis Bernard, like they on the bubble. You know, guys like Canada, they're on the bubble. Luke Gifford, Noah Brown, you know, gentlemen like that, but not like guys that started for you and all that. No, not gonna be able to do it. Why do you think Anthony Brown and Jordan are gonna start over Boss Man Fat, sir? Why?
Because I'm wild like that. Because I know how they lined up at the OTAs, and I know it's like the rookie. You don't get to start yet. You're a rookie. It doesn't mean anything yet, but I can totally see it. We're gonna run the vets out. We're not gonna put out rookies yet. I'm just telling. The question was to start the season, not to end it, and not in the middle.
Come on. I have a comment in my chat box, a really good comment. Twitter Brandon, shouts out. He's my he's one of my generals in this thing. He says, Voch, you might want to explain platinum and privilege calls to Jeff's channel. Absolutely. So there are three kinds of callers. There are callers that we don't understand, callers that we don't know. So just some numbers that I've never heard of before. We put y'all on clock game because I don't know if your call gonna be good or not. We don't know who you are. You might suck. Platinum callers are people that have called into the show that we recognize have had good calls before. So if I see you on the phone, I'll go, okay, this person's platinum. They may have a good call for me. Privileged people go to the top of the line because every time y'all call in, y'all have really, really good content. Example here, there's a number 717. Never seen him before. They're gonna have to wait because Peebo from Dallas called in. He's privileged because it says privilege right there. So we're
gonna jump the line, huh?
Peebo gonna jump the line because that's how it works. So we're gonna get him on in right now. Peebo, it's a great time to pull that example out. Peebo, what's good with you, my guy?
Hey, what's good with it, man? Yo, man. Hey, say, okay, so we drafted Michael Parsons, right? Right. All right, we got Parsons on there. But here's the thing with the 4-letter networks or the 3-letter networks, FS1. But yeah, the 3-letter networks.
Right.
Yeah, they talk a lot of mess. I'm tired of Greeny. They're like, oh yeah, Washington. Where are all these Washington cockroaches coming from, man? Like seriously, Washington finna get it. Washington finna kill it. Oh man, Dallas ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Right. I'm like, okay, well really. What did Washington do last year? 7-9. With what? How many quarterbacks? What, 3 or 4? Sure. How many quarterbacks did Dallas have? 3 or 4.
Right.
All right? Starting quarterbacks. Alex Smith, what? Their main quarterback that they drafted, Haskins, they traded him. No, they didn't trade him. They cut him, so they couldn't even get a draft pick for him. And yet Washington's going to kill us. But all right, whatever. I'll let that slide. I'll let that slide. It's not even like they're going to go positive. But what we're talking about, what was the subject you're talking about? What? Defense?
Peebo, that's 30 seconds, my guy. I got to be fair to you. But look, Peebo, you ain't call in like in a year. Like get back to calling my show. Peebo, we love you. Appreciate you. No. I'm gonna come in. Shout out Jalen Smith, even though he gonna get traded. Sorry, man.
People,
that's time. People, that's time. People, that's time. People, that's time. Appreciate you. Peebo was basically saying, Jeff. Long story short, some of my callers long-winded. What has Washington done that makes the general consensus feel like Washington is going to be better than Dallas? I don't think they've done a thing.
Well, they were almost a 500 team, and they did it without a quarterback. I think that, to me, that's the biggest thing. And now you add, what did they add? They added Curtis Samuel and Adam Humphreys to McLaurin. The defensive line is Chase Young, Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Josh Sweat. They added Jamin Davis. Like, Washington's got a good roster. They just have Ryan Fitzpatrick. But the difference is that you have Dak and they have Ryan Fitzpatrick. Washington has a better roster than Dallas.
I don't think so.
I believe that.
I don't think so. I think they got a better D-line than Dallas, but who are their corners? Who are their offensive line? I think they living off of old
Kendall Fuller and William Jackson. That's their corners.
Who gives a shit? That's about the same thing as we got. The two people that their original team didn't want. Let them go. Like they're gonna have to show me, Jeff. They gonna have to show like that.
They're the champs, sir. They're the champs.
Who gives a shit? Right.
They're the champs.
Jeff's a coward. Jeff's scared.
Washington is not going to win the division, but Washington's going to flirt with 500. They might win. Wait, we got 17 now. They'll go like 9-8 because Fitzpatrick is a shit ton better than broken Alex Smith. Washington got better.
I think the Giants going to be better than Washington.
They might be. They have a good roster too. They don't have a quarterback either.
Yeah. Saquon be back. All right, we got 3 more callers.
Backs don't matter.
Jeff, what's your time look like? Oh, we only 24 minutes in. Oh shit, never mind. All right,
My time is I don't matter. Although I do want to tell people. I want to tell people something real quick, Voch.
Go ahead.
I want to tell people because right now, right before we did this, I want you to know what I was doing.
Do I have to fold my arms? Okay.
No, I was out. So what I've been doing is I've been not gambling. This is definitely not gambling. I've been gaming.
Okay.
On Underdog Fantasy.
Okay.
So like I go in here, I'm gonna do this pick'em for tonight, or I did this pick'em for tonight, where you can just like pick any player that's gonna be playing today, and they'll have these numbers like, hey, Ben Simmons, 30.5 points plus rebounds plus assists, and I'll be like, oh, over, and then they'll be like Donovan Mitchell, over under 26.5 points, and I'll be like, oh, over, and I parlay them shits up, and then I try to make a whole bunch of money, and they gave me a promo code, Jeff C, JEFFC. So if you sign up at Underdog Fantasy, they give you free money because they love me, and that means they love you. So get the app or go online, underdogfantasy.com, sign up, use Jeff C. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Secure the bag, baby.
There you go. I'll be doing all of my promo shit tomorrow. Actually, let me just put it on the bottom of my screen so y'all can see.
What do you got, manscaping?
We got Manscaped, man. Promo code Voch for 20% off and free shipping. You know,
hold on, 'cause I'm gonna go right damn now. And I got some stuff going on down there.
Jeff trying to shave his nuts. Promo code Voch, VOCH. Appreciate y'all.
Longhorn 3.0, it's waterproof.
That bitch waterproof. It got a look. That bitch got a light on it so you can shave your nuts in the dark. Ceramic blazing, advanced skin safe technology. It even comes with a 39 value shed bag and Manscaped draws. Come on,
see,
dog.
That's copy points right there. Let's
on,
go.
dog.
Secure the bag.
Come on, dog. Manscaped hold me down from June to December, so they're part of the family. Let's get back to the phones though. We are on Clock Game, y'all. This is a collaborative show, so don't hold me down too long. Tyler the Scout, what's good, my guy?
Jeff, Voch, great to talk to you, brother. Jeff, really enjoy your stuff. I watch you on Twitch almost basically every day. Let's get straight to the Cowboys talk, shall we? For training camp, what is your position battle that you think will be the most, not maybe the most impactful, but what will you see early on in days 1, 2, 3 that will make you decide, okay, this position group is either locked in and set, or this position group is a complete circus, and we're not going to decide this in the first couple of days. Like, is there a position group you are focusing on specifically? And Jeff, I don't know, are you going to be out here in California for that?
I'll be there. I will be there for the 10 days leading up to the Hall of Fame game before they go to the Hall of Fame game. It's tough this year because the answer is like all of them. Like, is Kelvin Joseph going to be given a chance to be the starter in week 1? Are they going to rotate that? Can he earn that? Is Osa going to be given a chance to compete to actually start out the gate? Is Van Der Esch versus Jalen Smith versus Micah Parsons a real thing, or do they already know what they're going to do? But if they let everybody have real position battles, Anthony Brown versus Kelvin Joseph, Anthony Brown versus Jordan Lewis, Jalen versus Parsons versus Neal, like they got all. Normally there's none, and this year on defense it's everybody except Tank and Gregory. It's everybody and Trayvon.
I think 3 tech and will linebacker is gonna get spooky because we basically know who the nose guys are. You know, is in an even front is going to be Urban, and an odd front is going to be Bohanna when he goes over to the 0. So Tristan, Neville, and what's his face, and Osa are going to be in a battle. Then will linebacker, that's going to be Van Der Esch, that's going to be Jabril, that's going to be Neal.
Keanu,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
Keanu Neal. So I think those two in particular, everybody on defense is on notice for real, except for Tank and Randy Gregory. But I don't even know, man, because like nonsense as Mike Nolan wasn't even starting Randy Gregory last year, but he's going.
Well, this year he didn't have a different option. Fair. I mean, I guess
Fair.
Chauncey Golston versus Gregory. I'm not
here for it. Tyler, you actually got like 15 more seconds for one more question, sir. Go ahead.
Oh shit.
Is Reggie Robinson going to full-time?
Tyler, I lied. I got to get you up out of here, man. My bad. That is 30 seconds. My bad. I got to get you up out of here. Tyler,
I'll see you out in California. See you, boys.
Got to go. Good call, Tyler. Appreciate it.
I just want you guys to know that what I'm going with tonight is I'm going with Rui Hachimura 18.5 points plus rebounds plus assists. I'm going over.
Yeah.
And then Ja Morant, 37.5 points, rebounds, assists. I'm going over. And I'm just going $3 to win 9. But you can do whatever you want at Underdog Fantasy. Use the promo code Jeff C and get some free money.
Jeff C. Young Wilson dropped a deuce in the super chat. Appreciate you. He says, Voch, aloha with the Yamin hands. Still need more beef in the front. That's what I think Bohanna is. Bohanna brings a lot of beef in the front. You know what I mean?
And they signed other dudes too. Like, I know nobody cares about him, and I don't even know if they're gonna make the team. But like Carlos Watkins, that's a person that exists. Terrell Basham, that's a person that exists. Like they're bringing 10 to 12 D-line bodies to camp that have a chance to make the team.
Carlos can get cut today, if you ask me.
Sir, have a little respect for Clemson, okay?
He can get cut today, sir.
Hey, do me a favor.
Indeed, indubitably.
Talk for a minute. I don't know where I left my tobacco, but I got to find it. And when I stand up, I hope you can't see my lower body because I really am broadcasting without pants right now. But I'll be right back.
All right, I'm not even gonna look. I don't even want. We're not even gonna confirm or deny that. All right. So like I said, if y'all want to call into the show, we're gonna do this one more time. We at the 30-minute mark. We got another half of the show to go. 515-606-5187. Access code 309104. I'm gonna run over to Jeff's side or whatnot. Drop it in his chat box so that y'all can have the number as well. Thanks for tuning in on this holiday version of Scoutkast. And we also told people, or I told people, to kind of tweet. I'm not gonna look. Jeff sitting back down. I'm not gonna look because I hope he has some garments on his lower
I got
extremities.
something on, just no pants. I got something on, just no pants.
Jeff, we are content creators. We can do what the hell we want. I also put out a tweet or whatever for the humans on the Twitter machine that can't call in because they talked up there anytime minutes anytime. So we'll be reaching out to y'all soon as we wrap up this last 29 minutes of the show. Ready to get back to the phone, Jeff?
Yes, sir, I am.
Let's boogie. We got James on the phone. Don't forget, James. Be quick, James. What you got for the show?
What's good?
What's good with you?
You know, it's a good day. Jeff over here talking about the fucking Redskins almost gave my blood pressure at work. But
Football team, sir. Football team.
Oh, well, anyway. So my question is really, man, I'm really curious what's going on with Gerald McCoy. It seemed like last year, like we wanted to keep him. I think we kept him like traveling with the team in some instances, and then now it just looks like everything's up in the air with the guy. I don't know. He says his injury's good, and that he's working through it, but I wonder why the Cowboys haven't made a move because I know we have. Like, I'm really excited about Gallimore this year. I think he's going to be a beast.
Okay.
But I'm just I'm curious why we don't go after some of that veteran leadership, especially because we're going to get him on the cheap.
So, if you were to bring in Gerald McCoy, where would you play him?
Well, I mean, you could play Gerald McCoy anywhere, but the thing is the veteran. We need a veteran in there. I mean, we kept around. Who was that we just lost? I forget his name because we wanted to lose him forever, but he was really the best thing we had.
I don't know.
Crawford retiring.
Crawford. I mean. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Look, appreciate it. Great call. I think Gerald McCoy wouldn't make this team, and I think simply because Oso Digizua is going to put pressure on all these gentlemen. So could Gerald come in and be a backup 3 tech for you? I don't know. That's what Neville Gallimore might be, or they may. Whatever. Brent Urban can play 3 tech, which makes this thing kind of weird for Gerald McCoy. So I don't know where you would put him at.
And I forgot which body part already got hurt on Gerald McCoy, but like they knew how bad that body part was, and it was written into the contract. If he hurts that body part, he has no guaranteed money, so they didn't have to pay him. The idea that a year later it's going to be safer or better, I don't mind. I mean, look, if you get to camp and you say, hey, nobody signed him yet, here's almost no money, come show up and see what happens, that's cool. I just don't know what he has left.
Plus, I think if I put pads on, I think I can smoke Gerald McCoy at this point in his career.
I don't think so. I saw you recently. You're not big enough.
I will smoke Gerald. I'm not big enough. That's fair.
You're not big enough.
But I'm strong. So I think I'll whoop Jabril Cox. It is what it is. Let's get back to the phones, man. You can't whoop Donovan. Look, if you can whoop Donovan, I can whoop Jabril Cox.
I can't actually whoop anybody. Hey, where did you get like the Mario Kart poster? Like, where are you getting these things? Because I got to get some stuff.
Displate. Displate. They make metal posters. And they're fly. And they cover like
give you some damn money for you just selling that.
That, you know what I'm saying? Fair. I should have just whatever. I just beat that shit out.
Oh, they got cool shit.
They got all kind of shit, Jeff. What
Display. Y'all need to partner up with us.
Whatever
we'll push your shit. Come on.
Whatever I'm gonna see if we can reach out to some display people, but like movies. We not doing a commercial, Jeff. Shit, we'll talk.
You're right. I'm looking for shit, and I think Scoutkast can go one of two ways. There can be a lot happening, and we're gonna really dive into it, or I can get distracted, and we're just gonna do random shit.
Nah, fam, that's fair. This is one of those days. Let's get back to the random calls that we don't know. We got some non-platinum calls. See if we can get these people in our system. Young, do you have any super, Jeff? Young Wilson dropped another deuce and says, Jeff, Voch, great show. Quality over numbers in free safety. Quality over numbers in.
Well, they don't have either. I mean, because KZ might be quality. You just got to worry about the fact he's coming off the Achilles, and they got nothing behind him.
I think Izzy's bad. I saw some film on him, and I got bored and stopped watching him. His old 2019 film at deep safety, he's bad at deep safety.
He has ball production. I think that's why they got him. He's a Quinn guy, and he's had ball production.
I think he'll be better off playing outside corner than free safety.
KZ?
No, Izzy.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Mukwamu, yeah.
Not KZ. They have no depth at free safety, and you don't feel great about the starter. They Cowboys and safety. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, is what it is, Playboy. Did you have supers or no?
And no, I don't have any supers. No one cares about me.
They don't love you,
no,
dog.
I got no damn supers, and the chat box is real effing quiet right now, Voch.
I care about you, dog.
Thanks for asking.
No
one loves me. Breaking news. No one loves me or cares about me or wants me to be successful because that's how life goes sometimes. Okay? That's how it goes.
Yeah, it just happens, man. You'll get them next time, my guy.
I'm going to find some posters to get here. Samuel L. Jackson eating a burger.
That is a big kahuna burger, sir. Please.
Okay.
717 on the line. You got 30. Who this?
Nate.
Damn. What's up, Nate? What you got for the show?
I'm letting you know, if we don't get shit this year, it's on Jerry.
How's it on Jerry, sir?
Being you not hire Mike McCarthy.
I guess. So wouldn't
that's the point.
So wouldn't that be Mike McCarthy's fault if we lose?
Still Jerry. Still Jerry.
Oh, okay. What else you got?
Our defense better step up.
Yeah. All right, man. I appreciate you, man. This was a good call, man. I appreciate you.
It's true.
Till next time.
Hey, do you go with the matte finish or the gloss finish?
Matte is better. Let me tell you why. Because I have.
I'm gonna get the Lord of the Rings one with the ring on.
Because I have lights in here, right? And sometimes, because my Black Panther here is glossy, and that'll shine off the light. Sometimes it'll, mess with the visual of it. But my Mario is matte, my Outcast is matte, my Yu Yu Hakusho is matte, and you can see those nicely when the sun hit them. You know what I mean? So I prefer to go matte over glossy.
Okay.
But that's just from we're not doing a commercial, Jeff. Damn.
I know they're getting way too much free pub, but they got a Lord of the Rings one with the ring, and I'm gonna get it.
We'll get that shit in hush, or just send me a text or something. I got your number.
This shit is not free though.
No, that shit ain't free. Back to the phone. It's
not free at all.
No, it's expensive, but you rich because you whatever.
I'm rich if more people like Gito swing through. Any free agent you're interested at this point?
Nope.
Richard Sherman. For no money.
Where would he play? Maybe
at left corner if it turns out that Kelvin Joseph no shows for 2 weeks because he had to play a show at Trees in Deep Ellum or something and you can't find him, then maybe you might need a corner.
That's what Nashawn Wright is for. Look, Kelvin dropped a song on his YouTube page. I promise we'll get to the phone right after this. He dropped a song on his YouTube page, and it's so brilliant that people think that his rapping will cause him to not work out and get better. Kelvin dropped a music video of him rapping, but the video was just him working out. So you killed two birds with one stone, goddammit.
Attaboy. That's how you do it. I didn't mean to click on this one. I meant to click on Trucker's Life. Trucker's Life, just saying great job. So y'all check him out.
That's my gourmet trucker food guy.
That's your gourmet trucker dude that needs to work on his thumbnails a little bit.
His thumbnails and his camera. But after that,
okay. Well, if you need to work on your thumbnails, Trucker's Life, download the app called Snapseed. Snapseed.
Are they paying you?
No, it's a free damn thing. That's how I make my thumbnails. You take a random ass picture off the internet, and then you can add whatever filter you want, whatever text you want.
This is crazy.
Just trying to help a guy out. What's Justin said? I just saw that he gave me money. Love content. One of the issues we had with JG was predictability and tells in certain formations. Do you think Dan Quinn will be more like JG or Kellen for defensive formation looks? I believe in Dan Quinn, Justin.
Yeah,
I want to start with that. I believe in Dan Quinn. But if you're talking about Dan Quinn historically, Dan Quinn is more Jason Garrett than Kellen Moore. Dan Quinn is more, I don't blitz. Mm-hmm. We run cover 3 or cover 1. Like he has historically just run what he runs. And I hope that it will be different. And I believe it can be because I think he's smart.
But the good part about that is I would say Jason Garrett is a very middle of the road coach. I'll take a middle of the road DC because we just had a horrible one. So it is.
Anything is better than nothing. And they had nothing. Randall said I need to get a Snickers or something. I don't believe in nuts and candy, so I'd rather have a Twix. And Brian said, does Schultz have a bigger impact this year than last year? What can we expect numbers-wise? I think Schultz going to have like 20 catches because I think Blake Jarwin's a tight end, not Dalton Schultz.
Plus another thing, too, that we should think about going into this, next year or whatever, when the wide receivers and the tight ends have less numbers, don't be an asshole and be like, oh, they're not worth their money or whatever. Because if the offense is like clicking like it's supposed to, then they're not going to be Pro Bowlers. And that's really what I want. I don't want Pro Bowl guys. Because if Coop is a Pro Bowl guy, then Gallup was bad. You know what I mean? I want everybody to just do their part in the offense and the offense to be the best in the league. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want.
Do you win games, right?
Win games. I
mean, if you're down by 17 a bunch of weeks and 3 receivers have 100 yards, that's not winning. And, if you have a week where Coop has 120 and CD has 70 and Gallup has 60 and you win by 13, kick ass. Great week. Great week, man.
And as bad as I want Dak to be better than Pat this year, Super Bowl is what's most important. 956. What's up? Who this?
Hey, what's going on, Voch? It's Aaron from San Antonio.
Aaron from San Ann. What you got for the show, sir?
Hey, man. So I was watching the Sky show the other day, and they were saying how Bossman Fat, he's got like a cornerback but to play slot. So would it make sense to put him in the slot, get a veteran quarterback to throw out in the outside instead of throwing Anthony Brown or Jordan Lewis out there and then Trayvon Diggs on the other side?
I think in college world, Boss Man played there because he was just like following people. So I don't think that we're going to be a defense that makes corners follow people, because I think him and Diggs are like equal in who they are or whatever. So he's just going to have like Diggs on the left side, Boss Man on the right side, unless Nashawn turns into the guy that Dan Quinn thinks he's going to be. If Nashawn ends up taking that spot because he has a Dan Quinn sponsor and he does cover 3 things exactly like he wants, he produces there, then Boss Man will probably compete with Jordan and Anthony. Jeff, am I right on that? Or
I mean, I agree with you. I don't like tall corners. Like, people who want to run a cover 3 love tall corners, and they think that there's something good about 6'4". I think 6'4" usually sucks because 6'4" can't change direction. Mm-hmm. So to me, my ideal corner is 5'11" or 6 foot. So I like Kelvin Joseph. That is an outside corner to me, but I totally agree with you. They took Nashawn Wright where they did for a reason, because Dan Quinn wanted him. Mm-hmm. If Dan Quinn wanted him to the point where he thinks he's an NFL starter, then you could have Diggs and Wright on the outside, and you could have Kelvin Joseph in the slot there. But to me, it's just whatever. Go earn it. If they think that Nashawn Wright goes out and earns that, that's fine. If they think that none of the rookies earn it and Anthony Brown starts on the outside, that's fine. Just make them earn it.
Yep. Aaron, you got 10 more seconds. Go ahead, sir.
Oh, shit.
Oh, and the linebacker, man.
I lied. Aaron, you got to go. Aaron, I'm sorry. I lied. Great call, though, Aaron. I got to get you up out of here, man. Great call. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry.
Why were you lying to him, though?
I didn't lie. I didn't. He only had 1 second left.
You told him he had 10 seconds left, and then he started talking. You said you don't.
Brian, drop 5 in super chat. Appreciate you, sir. He says, Voch, who does Semi push off a bridge, and what do you think his numbers look like? Think he'll do kick and punt return? Honestly, in his rookie year, I don't think he's gonna have numbers. I think he's gonna be a kicking game dude. Honestly, he might just be a dude that make the team and just, you know, be a gunner or something the first year or whatever. Noah Brown might get pushed off. We don't know. But I think year 2, if Michael Gallup doesn't come back, I can legitimately see Semi as a part of the offense if he, you know, gets better as a wide receiver or whatever.
Yeah, I bet he makes the team. Mm-hmm. That's what I think he's going to do. And then, so like, I think that makes him either your 5th or 6th receiver, and he's a gunner, and he's on your kickoff team, and he's trying to block kicks, and maybe he'll play some snaps as like a vertical down the field dude. But I like my over under for his number of catches is like 9.5. Like, I don't think he's going to play a lot of receiver.
Also, too, Jeff, something else that we got to think about when we're team building, we got to think about the dudes that aren't good enough to play, but they're too good that they can't be on practice squad because somebody else might take them. Semi is a dude that's not probably going to outdo Cedric Wilson on anything. But I think enough, because we just heard some things, we think that enough teams like him to where if he was on your practice squad, they'll steal his ass. I don't think Nashawn is one of those guys. So if Nashawn can be on practice squad, nobody's going to take Nashawn from you. Semi will get took from your ass. So we got to think about that too.
Nashawn might get taken.
Ain't nobody going to take Nashawn ass.
Somebody might take Nashawn. Okay. Nashawn is better than people pretend Nashawn is.
Hey, look.
That doesn't make him great, but like somebody would have took him in the 4th round.
For everybody listening right now, when Jeff goes, yeah, somebody to take his ass, and Jeff knows something. So all right, cool. So teams like Nashawn. So we probably
some teams might like Nashawn. That's all I'm saying.
So Jeff. So based on what you just said about Nashawn and what we heard about Semi, I know Cowboy fans hate the fact that we took those guys where we took them. Are you saying that if we didn't take them, somebody probably would have took those dudes?
Yeah. I think both of those guys, if you didn't take them in with Semi, he would have gone in the next 5 picks.
Yeah, I think so too.
With Nashawn, I think he would have gone in the 4th round at some point.
Yeah.
Like there were teams that like it was a weird year. People think Nashawn sucks because people didn't know who he was.
Right.
That's it. He sucks because you didn't hear us talk about him. And like that's not right. That's not fair. And then when I actually watched him, like he would have been, I don't know, my cornerback number 14 or 15 or something like that. But yeah, I still would have taken Melifonwu or Molden over him. But like he got picked in the 3rd and he would have got picked in the 4th. Somebody might take him.
Paul Rockenmore says TJ Vasher as well. TJ Vasher ain't gonna play here, man. TJ Vasher gonna go to Seattle or something. And he's gonna, you know, be on a team before he gets cut and go to Indy or something. I don't have much faith in TJ Vasher. Jeff, you got something on Vasher before I move on to the next call?
I sure don't. Hold on, though. G-Do said, please convince Dan Quinn to give Jordan Lewis a shot at free safety. I agree.
They don't listen to that shit.
I agree. And check out my favorite dudes to listen to talk football, especially when they collaborate. Happy Memorial Day. Thank you for the great sacrifice you have made and continue to make. Thank you to all of the service members and their families. Yeah, as long as that whole thing was about service members and their families 100%. And not about us, because we ain't making no damn sacrifices sitting here talking to y'all. Yeah, shout out. Although I know technically it's not shout out to the veterans today. It's shout out to the fallen
that died today. Yeah,
military personnel. But shout out to all of them.
All military, all armed people. Listen, man, I normally don't like to hear people say thank you for your service because they really don't mean it. I like to say, fam, I love to shoot guns. I love to talk shit on the internet and not get stoned in the middle of a street. I love to be free. I love to make money however I want. I love cryptocurrency. That's why I thank you. So now.
Thanks for doing something that I was not going to do.
Thank you. That I don't have the heart to. I'm soft. One more caller on our queue. We have 48 minutes. Maybe we'll check on Twitter after this. Vasher would be perfect in Chicago. Vasher is a sleeper, I see. He ain't no sleeper. We know who Vasher is. He just ain't good. 361. What's happening? Who this?
Hey, what's up? Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you, sir. Sounds like you're at work and you're trying not to get fired, sir.
You hide in the bathroom?
How you whispering?
Hello?
Oh, crap.
361. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're breaking up. My bad. This is D. From
No, you breaking up.
Oh shit!
My phone. This is the internet. This is fine. You're breaking up, sir. Go ahead, sir.
My question is this.
Time out. Let me ask you a question. You at work right now?
No, I'm not at work.
Okay, it just sounds like you're whispering or whatever. Okay, but can you hear me now? We all good?
I hear you. I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, here we go, sir. What's your question?
My question was, what's going to be that?
Yo, that's your time. I got to get you out of here. My bad, dog. My fault. I got
Hell, Voch!
Wait a minute. Yeah, what's going to be the identity of the Cowboys defense?
There we go.
Okay.
There we go. I'm glad he got his question because he was never going to tune back in.
My bad. What's going to be the identity?
Cowboys defense doesn't have an identity. You want to know the Cowboys defensive identity right now? The Cowboys defensive identity is named Tank Lawrence.
Yep.
Number 90 is their defensive identity. When he's out there, you're going to be much better against the run. You'll have a chance to affect the passer. When he's not out there, you suck.
Yeah.
Tank Lawrence is the identity. But hopefully the identity turns into, Tank, Gregory, Parsons, Neal, Cox, Boss Man, Diggs, and the identity turns into we get the ball.
Yep.
We cover, we play the ball in the air, we fly, we hit, we rake. That's what it needs to be.
Yep. The identity is to be just to be a little better than last year so that Four and company can save us. That's the identity.
Whoops. Hold on. Jose.
I screwed somebody. The comment said I screwed somebody. What happened?
Jose.
Shouts out to Jose Banks. Brian dropped a dime in my super chat also. He says, appreciate the Memorial Day Scoutcast. You and Jeff always bringing logic to crazy Cowboy Nation. Appreciate you, sir. Indubitably.
Well, I like that, Jose. I agree with him. I want these players to play borderline disrespectful.
Oh, my God.
I don't necessarily want you to be dirty. I don't want you to, but I want you to be borderline disrespectful.
Just don't be a gentleman. Yep.
Yeah, like, man, that damn Kelvin Joseph, he hit me again after the play. Oh, man, he grabbed me for no reason and nudged me in the back when the play was like, I want you to be borderline.
There's this play from Quinn Bohanna. That was against Ole Miss. And the right tackle false started, and then he did it again. Bohanna walked up on the other side of the football with his hands on his hips like, sir, would you stop jumping off sides? And it was the funniest thing. It was just so hilarious to me, Jeff.
Jair Alexander was one of my favorites when he was in college.
Yeah.
And he was doing that weird prance and walk right behind the receiver after he broke up a ball.
Yeah. Let's see if we have any questions from the tweet machine. What's Jeff's PayPal? I heard he needs pizza and pool money.
JCAV85, JCAV85 at gmail.com. Appreciate you. Yeah, I do. I need all sorts of money.
JCAV85 on my Twitter. What the hell? At gmail.com. Thank you, sir. Felipe is probably going to drop a cool little blessing in your PayPal because he hit me during draft season, just kind of showing some love with that. Felipe is a good friend of the show. So big Wakanda forever for brother Felipe and all that.
Oh, and if anybody is out there that just has a bunch of money and wants to do something that's awesome, better than giving it to me, my buddy Darren from D and Chi. It's a local music group here in Dallas. And Darren got the COVID last week. He was going to come over to my crawfish boil and play his guitar and sing and stuff because he was a super musician, but the COVID got him, and he is no longer with us. So on my Twitter, you can find a link to the GoFundMe that I think like his wife made for hospital and all the expenses. So, yes, rest in peace to my homie Darren.
Let's go.
COVID, I'm going to look you dead in the eye and say this, COVID.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Yeah. I'm looking for it on your Twitter right now. How long back did you tweet it?
I'll retweet it is what I'll do. I'll go back as far as it was just the other day, I'm sure. Here we go. I'll just retweet it right now.
Jeff just retweeted it. I'm going to retweet it. I'm going to take that link to that tweet and drop it in my chat box. There we go. I'm going to take that link and drop it in my chat box or whatnot so that everybody, if you have anything just extra just laying around, like stop super chatting me right now. Like if y'all just got, if y'all got anything just kind of laying around, man, just help this cause out. Help this copy link. Boom. I'm going to go to Jeff's YouTube page also, so that Jeff, talk a little bit so I can send all this shit around. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know what Voch is doing, but yeah, and I know there's no quicker way to bring down a sports radio show than to talk about somebody passing away.
Yeah.
But it happened in the last week, and it sucked. And it was a big-hearted hell of a dude that is no longer with us. It was super talented, had a heart of gold, and so. If we can do anything to help his family out, by God, I am for it.
Cool. I just retweeted the link. I sent the link to my chat box and your chat box. So, Jeff, appreciate you for doing a good thing there. All right. Back to work. How much longer we got? We got
as long as we want. We're content creators. You taught me this. We can stop whenever the hell we want.
Fair enough. Aaron sent me another $5 super chat, so he ain't listening, but had to buy my extra 10s, LOL. Starting linebacker Neal, Parsons, Van, and Cox will end up taking Van's spot. But yeah, Aaron, I agree. Yeah, 100%. Appreciate
whatever
you.
He said, yeah, Mr. Wolf.
Appreciate you dropping 5 in the super chat, my good sir. Let me run back to the Twitter machine and see if y'all have any good questions. I do mean good questions. Do you think we're gonna sign any other free agents at all? Because this person name drop Malik Hooker, but him and any other free agent, do you think we're gonna bring anybody else in?
Maybe. I do know that the reason they didn't sign Malik Hooker initially isn't necessarily because Dan Quinn thought KZ was better. They literally brought those two dudes in and they went, we think KZ is going to be ready to play football for training camp. And I don't think they felt the same way about Malik Hooker. So if he is healthy and ready to rock and he's going to cost what KZ costs, there's no reason not to, but I hadn't heard anything about it. But yeah, hell yeah. Bring in both the Achilles dudes. Let them battle.
Okay, this is a terrible question. Ideally, which player would you like? No, we just talked about that.
It's a terrible question.
Free agency? No, we just talked about free. Jalen Smith. We talked about Jalen Smith. Wrap brisket with foil or butcher paper.
Butcher paper if you got it, but that doesn't matter. It's the same thing. It's fine. Make sure you do that with your ribs too. You don't want your ribs to be all dried out.
I've been poor my whole life. We use foil. We didn't back home. We didn't have a grocery store that sold butcher paper. So, so foil. Where have y'all been? Is my only question. Chilling.
Yes, chilling is the answer. I'll give you the God's honest truth every time that I don't do something that's on the YouTube. Okay. Here's the thing about the YouTube. The YouTube has become important to me because watching it grow and owning your own shit is incredibly important because you never know what's going to happen in the world, right? So that's super important. So the more consistent that I am with it, the more consistently like the subscriber numbers and the views will go up and all that shit. But sometimes you need a break.
Yeah. YouTube.
And when I need a break, guess what?
You do not.
I take a break.
YouTube can be very exhausting. I tell people take breaks all the time. Drake says the moment I stop having fun with it, I'll be done with it. So make sure you're having fun. Make sure you're having fun YouTube and whatever. We got a call 520. That's in Arizona, Tucson. What's up, 520? Who this?
Hey, this is actually Truckers Life. How you doing?
Truckers Life. Okay, cool. What's that? What you got for the show?
Okay, I don't hear much about Jabril Cox except from you guys. But I wanted to ask Jeff, do you think that they're going to pretty much make his rookie year like a red shirt year until they get Van Der Esch and possibly Jalen off the team?
Maybe. I'll tell you this about Jabril Cox. I know that the Cowboys liked him, and I know that they liked him a lot, and I know that they wanted to pick him at 99, and some people in that room wanted to pick him even before then. So they consider themselves very, 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 very lucky that they got Jabril Cox. And it depends. I mean, it really is like for guys like that you get in the fourth round, it really is usually meritocracy based. Like, will they have a plan that he's not going to play this year? No. But are they going to prioritize getting their fourth round pick on the field over Jalen and Van Der Esch and Keanu Neal and Micah Parsons? No. But if he shows out in training camp and shows what he showed in college, which is he can cover better than any linebacker on your roster, then he might force them to carve out a role for him. And that's what he needs to do. He probably will.
Okay, and next question about Jabril Cox is, do you think that he can develop into a decent, if not good, run support linebacker?
Yes, because I think that's like one of the things that they have in common, if you look at a lot of the best linebackers in football, a lot of them weren't picked in the first round because you know what gets picked in the first round? The guys who fly all over the field, tackle all the running backs, have tackles for loss, and put up numbers. They get picked early, but the guys who develop and turn into the best linebackers in football are usually the coverage guys. So if you're going to have a weakness, I would rather it be run defense than coverage. So, yeah, I mean, as long as you're a coordinated dude that's smart and can tackle, I think you can teach that part of the game to some extent. So I think he'll become at least functional at it.
Great call. Great call. Great call. Anything else? I'm looking at my chat box right now. Y'all got anything? Just chat box right now.
Hold on. Yep, Justin.
There you go.
Knowing what you know now about the boys' interest in Merrick, do you think next year boys finally spend a top 2-round pick on a free safety, deep free safety class? Man, it's early as hell, but my guess will be if they're only going to have 2 picks in the top 2 rounds. So they're not going to prioritize it. But at some point they will, because the Cowboys, the idea is that they don't care about safety. They do. They don't care about it as much as they care about some of the premier positions. Mm-hmm. And then sometimes they just get people stolen from them. Like the time to pick your safety was the Tristan Hill pick. That was when it lined up. You had Taylor Rapp and Juan Thornhill, and I'm missing a guy, I know. But you had dudes that can be NFL starters, and they went with Tristan Hill. This year, they were probably gonna pick Merrick and not Kelvin Joseph, but they got jumped, and shit happens.
But Jeff, Taylor Rapp is a kicking game player now, and Juan Thornhill is a rotational player now, and Chauncey Gardner-Johnson ain't shit.
On the teams they're on, let's start here.
I think people kind of I don't want to say people overvalue safety, but I just think I think people think that the Cowboys don't value safety because they haven't drafted one. I think they would draft the safeties that they want to draft. Them dudes just get taken. Like those safety runs happen quick. Like at the top of the second round is when they go. Cowboys don't always have picks at the top of the second round. And you know what I mean? That just kind of is what it is. So I don't think that we're avoiding safety necessarily. It's just that if you're going to spend a pick on a safety, make sure the value lines up. So that year where we could have gotten Taylor Rapp, we just decided to wait, and we ended up with Donovan Wilson, which works out now. You know what I'm saying?
Worked out fine.
Which works out. So, I think because if Morrig was there, if Richie was there, we weren't going to pass them dudes. They just not there. If Derwin James was there, we'll take him. And to be fair, we can't say that about Derwin James because y'all would hate Derwin James because he don't play. He get hurt. You know what I'm saying? But if we could have gotten Derwin James, we probably would have, but he's just not there. But it is what it is. And also too, you can't expect everybody to draft perfectly with your hindsight. You know what I mean? We can nobody's going to be drafting perfectly or whatever. So I don't know, man. I just think that this team drafts well, and there's no need to nitpick every single pick.
But they should let me control day 3. Like they should have picked Ardarius Washington and Marvin Wilson. They should just let me control day 3, and things would go better. At
least with the 7th round picks. Jeff, I have a since I just brought this up and nobody's on the phones right now, I have this thing that I've been thinking of, and I guess I could just present it to the world now since y'all listening. Go ahead, shout Young out, please.
Young Wilson, I'd return your "What's up, dude." I hope that doesn't have any other meaning anywhere in the world. Don't get me canceled. I'm just telling you, hang loose or whatever that thing stands for. Aloha.
No, you are 2 fingers away from that being some type of gang affiliation. Trust me, Black Friend got you. But I'm on the social media machines all the time, Jeff. And I always see this hindsight drafting of people saying that the Cowboys should have gotten Jalen Ramsey and Derrick Henry opposed to Zeke and Jalen Smith. And I thought about it because I hate when people hindsight draft. I think big picture wise, Zeke was the better pick for 4th overall. And let me ask you this, Jeff. If Zeke is not on our team, do we get Dak Prescott? Because Dak kept playing because he won football games, right? If you would have drafted Derrick Henry, and don't forget Derrick Henry wasn't even good until he wasn't Derrick Henry till year 3. So if we get Derrick Henry and Dak, You don't win as many games that you did when you have Dak and Zeke. So in my mind, what that means is Tony Romo comes back at some point. And if Tony Romo comes back, does Dak just ends up being the obscure, always back up bottom of the roster dude that gets kicked off the team at some point? What do you think about my theory on that, Jeff?
I think your theory sucks. Because Derrick Henry's thing was, and you're right, like he didn't explode until the last 2 years, 3 years.
He sat behind DeMarco Murray, then he rotated with Deion Lewis, and then he started year 4.
But his thing was always that you just got to get him going. If you could get him going, he's going to do the rest.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that Cowboys offensive line would have got him going. Like you would have had a hole, and then he would have got to work. I don't know if he would have had a better rookie year than Zeke.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't look. I had Derrick Henry as a second-round guy, and Zeke as a first-round guy. But I think drafting a premier running back prospect over a premier corner prospect, I just think that sucks.
It's bad. I agree that as draft dude, I think that's bad. But I do think Zeke won you a lot of games that Jalen Ramsey and Derrick Henry wouldn't have. And I do think that Zeke...
You want a fun challenge about 2016, Voch?
Please.
I want you to figure out how to work the filters on Pro Football Reference.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think Zeke gets way too much of Dak's credit.
Mm-hmm.
Zeke, and and I think it's more so not even because of Zeke, it's because Dak was a rookie quarterback and nobody was scared of him or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But man, the number of 3rd and longs.
Sure.
Dak was like the best 3rd down quarterback in the league as a rookie.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's sustainable or luck or whatever, I think people give Zeke too much of Dak's credit, and I don't appreciate it.
I do. So, first of all, let me just say this for some context for your listeners. I'm super Dak guy. Dak's the top 3 guy in the league right now. And I do think Dak is special, but I don't think Dak was that dude, or pardon me, he's not the dude that he is now. You know what I'm saying? He didn't turn into that dude. He just gets better every year. So he's never been this guy that we have now. But I do think rookie year Dak did some nice things. I do think rookie year Dak was better than what you get from most rookies. But I think you were able to do a lot of that stuff because the threat of Zeke was there. And, the offensive line was really good too. But I just think if you had any other, I just think the Dak and Zeke combination was a fantastic, fresh out the box, take off the wrapping paper and roll it out. I think that was a good rookie year combination for both those dudes. And I just think if Dak had Joe Randall and Bo Scarborough, Dak wouldn't be the Dak that he is, just in my own personal opinion.
I hate running backs, so I'd have just handed it to whoever and been like, yeah, thanks, man. That's cool. You got 4.5 a carry just like everybody in the league does. Thanks, man.
We'll talk about this more on my show later when we don't got hating ass Jeff. when we don't have hating ass Jeff. You got anything else on your side, sir? I just want to run that by you.
I'm ready to rock. But if you guys are into like the DraftKings and FanDuel stuff, check out Underdog Fantasy. It's incredible, and they partnered up with me. So you use the promo code JeffC when you sign up, and you get free shit. So Underdog Fantasy, Jeff C. Let's go.
I don't know who hasn't already, but if you're watching my channel, of course you're subbed to me. But if you're not subbed to Jeff, you need to do that. For all this good Scoutkast goodness that we give you, like when you put it in the pot and we stir it all together and it turns into that thing, half of that is me, but half of that is still Jeff. So if you want to hold down that half of Scoutkast, go look up Jeff Kavanaugh on YouTube. It's on the screen. Look at it. It's on the screen. It's just spelled just like that. And listen to him on the radio Monday through Friday, 2 to 7.
Yeah, all that stuff.
But check out his YouTube. There's good shit over there. Scoutkast is gonna be a year-round thing, so it's not gonna be like a every Wednesday thing because it's not draft season anymore. But when things happen in Cowboy Land, we'll be there. So when training camp comes around, we're definitely gonna bother the shit out of Jeff to get some camp scoops. And when the regular season starts, Scoutkast is gonna be is going to be a thing. So stay tuned to that. Also check him out on his Twitter, JC1053 and all that good stuff. I'm Voch Lombardi for those that are on Jeff's side listening, VOCHLOMBARDI. I'm going to be dropping film sessions this week. Semi for Hoku is next. I was going to do an Israel Mukwamu film session, but he bored the shit out of me.
When Voch gets bored, you are not getting that shit.
Is he bored the shit out of me? And then I cut on Simi, and he got 4 touchdowns and like 200 yards on.
Oh, you watched UCLA?
I watched UCLA first, and Davis Mills is horrible. So I'm gonna be dropping Simi up next. So if y'all want to take a look at that, check out Voch Lombardi on my YouTube and Voch Lombardi on Twitter as well. I'm gonna be fighting people that say nonsense on the internet. Jeff, you have any other plugs? Plug it your money thing one more time before we go.
Doski Woski and Peasky Wheesky.
All right, man. You never know what anybody's going through, so try not to be a dick and an asshole, man. Like, be nice to people, love on people, because they may just need that in their life. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of dicks and assholes, shouts out to Manscaped. Shave that thing up, keep it clean. Promo code VOCH 20% off and free shipping. Anything that you buy over there. All right, peace, y'all.